For a long time, a second Niger bridge was desirous in Nigeria, and the dream is about to be realized. The construction of the second Niger bridge between Asaba and Onitsha is proceeding with an impressive pace. Hence, the federal government is planning to inaugurate the project in October. Babajide Kolade Otutoju visited Onitsha and Asaba recently and brings us to speed with work on the project in this Journalist Hangout special. Here is the story.
Between the years 1964 and 1965, French construction giant Dumez executed one of the most significant bridge projects in Africa at the time, a bridge over the Niger River from Asaba on the west bank and Onitsha in the east. The project, completed at the sum of £6.7 million by the administration of Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa, was typically a truss bridge made predominantly of structural steel and was inaugurated on the 4th of January 1966. The inauguration was the last official assignment of Prime Minister Balewa outside Lagos, as he was assassinated 11 days later in a coup d'etat. During the Nigerian Civil War that raged between 1967 and 1970, Biafran soldiers blew up the bridge to halt the advance of federal troops into Onitsha, effectively isolating them at the Asaba end of the Niger River. After the Civil War in 1970, Germany provided a grant of £116,000 towards the rebuilding of the bridge. The rebuilding was completed same year. Due to increasing urbanization and population growth, traveling on the single-lane Niger Bridge became a hellish affair, especially during the festive seasons, when the roads experienced a greater volume of traffic. At the peak of the gridlocks experienced on the bridge, motorists are sometimes trapped in their cars for hours, sometimes staying the night in never-moving traffic. A new bridge, which would be more expansive, was therefore deemed necessary. It was appropriately tagged the second Niger Bridge. Construction giants Julius Berger got the nod to construct this project of immense significance, the main east-west connection within Nigeria. It quickly got permission to use the Onitsha River Port Complex as its administrative and operational yard. Though the bridge project was conceived in 2004 during the Olusegun Obasanjo regime, early works did not begin until 2014.
Today, for the groundbreaking ceremony of the second Niger Bridge. You may recall that during my presidential campaign for the 2011 general elections, I promised the good people of the Southeast and Delta State that if elected president, I will ensure that the second Niger Bridge is constructed. Today, I have come as a president who you voted into office to flag off this vital bridge project in order to move that solemn pledge from sincere promise to concrete reality.
And beyond the groundbreaking ceremony, physical work did not begin until the 1st of September 2018. As one of the legacy projects of the Buhari administration, the second Niger Bridge is being built by the Federal Ministry of Works in conjunction with the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, a state-owned agency established with a mandate to manage funds set aside for investment in real and financial assets in strategic sectors of the economy. Each project of its stature, work on the substructure of the second Niger Bridge was grueling and time-consuming. There are 25 2-meter diameter piles in each of the 3 axes of the bridge's navigation channel. It took 10 hours to cast each of the 25 piles. After that, the pile cap took 50 hours to cast. The length of the piles is 54 meters, which is approximately the same height as an 18-story building. To illustrate the size of the pile casing, Project Supervisor Oluwaseyi Martins, who is 1.8 meters tall, stood inside one of the pile casings, yet his head didn't touch the top. Engineer Adeyemo Ajani is the Federal Controller of Works and Engineers representative in Anambra State. He spoke on the piling and substructure phase of the project.
The substructure of this bridge, from the deck down, is what we call the substructure. That's the pier, the pile cap, and the pier, and the piles that we have driven into the heart. This one you are looking behind me is one of the bays that carries the navigational channel of this bridge. Navigational channel in the sense that this is where the ships are supposed to pass. You can see that the span is very wide. Yes. Each one, 3 of them are 150 meters. So, and the headroom, we are at the low tide now.
Yes.
During the high tide, you can see the brown coloration on the...
Yes, that's where the water gets.
It gets to, and it can rise between 10 to 12 meters at the peak of the rainy season. The piles that carries this axis of the bridge at this point, yes, we have 25 meters, 25 numbers of these piles, and each one is 54 meters. From the layman point of view, let me put it that way, it's about 80-story building.
After a few years of hard work, the substructure of the bridge is in place. Superstructure has also taken shape. I'm here at one of the pavilions of Road Yard 1, Second Niger Bridge, here in the industrial harbor area of Onitsha, Anambra State. And behind me, as you can see, is the much talked about Second Niger Bridge, nearing completion. This bridge was built to be delivered in February 2022, but problems such as COVID-19, the NSAS protest, and the IPOP sit-at-home protest conspired to push the delivery date to the last quarter of the year 2022. But the engineers have told me that nothing, absolutely nothing, will push the delivery date beyond the last quarter of this year. At 206 billion naira, Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Raji Fashola Sam says it is the second most expensive road project embarked upon by the current administration, behind the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Expressway.
It's one of the biggest, I think it's the biggest, now it's the second biggest in terms of projects under my watch. The Abuja-Kano is about 700 and something billion, because it's 375 kilometers of 4-lane carriageway with 41 bridges.
Apart from the 1.6 kilometer bridge, the contractor has been mandated to construct 10.3 kilometers of approach roads. The bulk of this was on extremely soft and swampy terrain. The construction of the road therefore required soil improvement mechanics, including vertical drainage and horizontal dam-based reinforcement and geotextile encased column (GEC). These techniques are a way of boosting the load-bearing capacity of the sand dams and accelerating settling. Works Minister Babatunde Fashola praised President Muhammadu Buhari for the progress of work on the Niger Bridge.
Whatever has happened there, the congratulations truly belong to Nigeria and the leader of Nigeria today, President Buhari, and everybody.
The minister is confident that the project will be delivered before the end of this year.
Second Niger Bridge will be delivered this year in the last quarter. And let me use this opportunity because I saw some statements credited to yes. It is correct but incomplete. The bridge portion will be completed. The link will be closed by April.
Okay.
But all of the connections to the roads that we drove through will finish by the last quarter of this year.
Approach roads.
Yes.
The second Niger Bridge will certainly ease traffic on the old bridge and improve road safety and consequently improve the economy of the area. The bridge's parapets and railings are made of concrete, making it impossible to vandalize. Telecom cables have already been provided for on the bridge to ensure there is no need in future to dig up the bridge to bury telecom cables. We spoke with a cross-section of people in Asaba, Delta State, and Onitsha, Anambra State. They expressed joy at the construction of the bridge.
The day that we opened this second Niger Bridge is a very, very good development. It will help a lot to congest this first River Niger there. There's a lot of traffic every day. We stuck on traffic here. I pray that God will make it, this bridge will be opened this year so that all this suffering will be reduced.
It can help all of us who live in Nigeria here, because we know that this our Onitsha main market is the majority market. People are suffering because of no road, and we believe that where the bridge now pass, then we can help us. Even all this hold up every day by day, we will reduce.
The second Niger Bridge there, I go like the hold up go they easy for us where they drive bus. Two I go get, we don't already get new roads. This one go be old road now. We go like we say we go join am.
The government are trying. What they did for us is good. At least to limit the hold up that we used to suffer every day in this place. So I'm happy for what the government has done for us.
What we are seeing on ground now, that by His grace, the bridge will be completed. Automatically, it will give this place a very clear view. Everybody will be moving freely. This present bridge will have better space. The ones taking Umahia, Aba, and rest of the other side of the south will take the second Niger Bridge. All the big trucks we are seeing there now on the traffic will naturally take that second Niger Bridge. As a result, this place will be freer and better for you that use much more vehicles.
The second Niger Bridge is good if eventually the project is complete. It's good so that the go slow it will reduce from this one. Yeah, it's good. If it complete, it's good. It will be okay for us.
After many years of vacillating, with many Nigerians not quite sure this project would ever take off, the second Niger Bridge has achieved 84% population rate. And Nigerians can look forward to the delivery of the project in the final quarter of the year 2022. From the east end of the second Niger Bridge, otherwise known as the Onitsha end, Babajide Kolade Otitoju, TVC News.